are back again to talk some more NFL football. We are down to week 11 already. We got week 10 over and week 11 to go.
And we're about to recap week 10.
Yes, we do have to first start out by recapping week 10. Then we might have a dumpster fire in the middle of there somewhere. And then we'll jump into our predictions for week 11. But let's go ahead and jump in. Thursday night football. We had some surprises this week.
And the Panthers pulled out a win against the Falcons.
The Panthers winning by 10 over the Falcons was not a huge shocker, but that was a little bit of a shocker.
The Falcons' offense looked bad.
They sort of started getting it together a little bit, we thought.
And then they just pulled out a stinker.
They pulled out a stinker there. Your Panthers picked up a W on that one. Jumping into the Sunday games, we had the Seahawks at the Bucks in Germany.
More of international fare to come from the NFL.
Yeah, they're supposed to play quite a few more games over in Germany, and maybe even Spain and France. And of course, we got England, so we might have. We're probably going to start having maybe next season
some more international
football. Yeah, the Buccaneers came back and
got a much needed win.
Yeah,
let's just say that much needed.
Brady's not dead yet.
He's not dead yet.
He's not dead yet, but they're going to have to win out to really have much of a chance, but they're not dead yet. We had the Vikings at the Bills.
This was the game of the year.
Man, I'm a huge Bills fan this year. You know, we picked the Bills to go to the Super Bowl, but man, they're in trouble with turnovers.
That's what I said a couple of weeks ago, right? I said a couple of videos ago, that they had to cut down on those turnovers. Mm-hmm. They didn't, and it cost them in a couple of games.
No, 4 turnovers, and 3 of them by Josh Allen himself. 2 picks and a fumble. Both of them had the game won. And Josh Allen really lost this game for Buffalo. The team played good enough to win, but he didn't. And that's really shocking. I mean, honestly, this might be what he needed, though. A little punch to the, hey, I'm going to have to change a little bit of what I'm doing, maybe.
And that was kind of a frustrating loss for the Bills because
they played good enough to win.
They played good enough to win, but just the turnovers that they had ultimately doomed them.
You know, Singletary might actually start getting more runs now. He needs to. He's a good running back for the team. I think sometimes they try to press a little bit too much, and it gets them into trouble.
I feel like it was Ken Dorsey's fault on the goal line for calling a quarterback sneak on the 1.
Yeah, because they normally don't put him under center. Allen doesn't go under center a ton, so
and that puts pressure on him to get the ball out of the end zone.
I mean, it was just a bad snap. Yeah, should have been. I don't know, man.
And the Vikings get a huge win.
Vikings are
8-1.
8-1, and one of the top 2 teams in the NFC right now. You don't know how far that's going to go. You don't know if it's fool's gold but I mean, they played Buffalo good.
But Justin Jefferson isn't fool's gold.
No, Justin Jefferson is one of the top, probably the top catch of the year, maybe so far.
That catch, did you see that?
It was a monster catch. Yeah,
that was on 4th and 19 too.
One-handed, falling backwards. Something.
Well, the Vikings have a crap ton of talent. Kirk Cousins didn't play well either. Let's not get that.
Kirk Cousins is not Tom Brady. He's not the second coming of Troy Aikman or Brett Favre. But he's more of a Trent Dilfer. As long as he can manage the team and not screw up.
He has a crap ton of talent around him.
He's got talent everywhere. Yeah, he's got talent everywhere.
And that helps the Vikings, especially moving forward.
Yeah, and their offensive coordinator, who is he?
Kevin O'Connell.
Mm-hmm. Their head coach,
who last year led the Rams to the Super Bowl as the offensive coordinator.
So they've got some really fresh, offensive-minded coaches in there that have made the Vikings offense look pretty good. And of course, when you've got Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook,
Adam Thielen,
you could sort of look pretty good with that kind of talent too.
Yep. That's kind of a testament to the Vikings front office.
They've made some good moves, just like Buffalo did. That's why funny. Buffalo sort of did the same thing that the Vikings did this year. They had a great core, and then they brought in a couple good players here or there. And
it just boosted up their team.
Yeah. But I hope the Buffalo Bills take a look at themselves
and learn from this.
And refocus, because they really
lost their focus
they're
here.
Playing good enough to win, but the turnovers are horrible. You're never going to win anything with that many turnovers. You can't turn the ball over 4 times every game and expect to win. It's just, you're just not going to do it. We had the Lions at the Bears. Justin Fields played good enough to win,
but the team around him did not.
But he did 31-30. That's a tough loss.
That is a tough loss.
When you score 30 points and you lose by one.
Probably could have used Roquan Smith.
Oh, yeah, they probably could have. But since they traded him away.
No.
We had the Broncos at the Titans.
One thing.
Low-scoring, tough game. Mm-hmm.
Nathaniel Hackett, he sucks.
Yes, he's
as
not very
good. As a head coach, he sucks.
He is not very good as a head coach. No, he's.
I mean, I know I've said that before.
Maybe he'll get a little better as he gets more experience doing it.
But this year he was absolutely terrible.
He has been terrible this year. The Titans. I'm speaking of terrible play calling.
Todd Downing was wretchedly bad in the first half.
Todd Downing is not a very good play caller for the Titans.
And they were lucky they had Derrick Henry in that trick play.
Mm-hmm.
Or else
that
they
trick play
lost.
was what won them the game, yeah. Now, we say Tennessee, who was their last offensive coordinator?
Arthur Smith. He's the head coach of the Falcons.
He's the head coach of the Falcons. What was their numbers under him?
Ryan Tannehill's numbers in the second year.
Under Arthur Smith.
36 touchdowns and 7 picks.
Fantastic. What's his numbers under Downing?
21 and 14
21 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Downing's offense is not very good, and his play calling is not very good. And you can see the shift in Tannehill from offensive coordinator to offensive coordinator. A lot of people look at Tannehill and go, "Hey, he's horrible." Well, he's not. Again, he's not Brett Favre, Troy Aikman, or Tom Brady either.
He's kind of like Kirk Cousins.
He's sort of like Kirk Cousins, but he can be 30 touchdowns and 5 interceptions if he's in a good system. And the
Todd
system.
Downing is not good.
Todd Downing is just not used. No
wonder why you wonder why he's become a meme on our channel.
Yeah, he's one of the diamond of bad coaches. Yes, he is. We had the Jaguars at the Chiefs.
The Chiefs continue to win.
Yeah, no matter what happens, no matter who gets hurt, no matter prayers for Juju. That was a tough hit he got. That should have been a penalty. That should have been a penalty. That should have been a penalty.
Especially for these days, the Jaguars got up and physical.
Mm-hmm. But the Chiefs still scored 27. They got too many weapons. No matter what you do, they got too many weapons, man.
Even when you take Tyreek Hill away.
Take Tyreek Hill away, you knock out Juju Smith-Schuster, they still score 27 on you. We had the Browns at the Dolphins. Oh, my.
Joe Woods is awful.
Joe Woods, the defensive coordinator of Browns.
Do you want me to tell you how many times?
Bad.
Do you want me to tell you how many times Miami punted?
How many? Oh, 0?
0.
In a game?
0 times.
That's how good the Browns defensive coordinator is.
They punted no times throughout the entire game.
He is, again, one of the 4 of the diamond of horrible coordinators we have in the game right now.
They make any running back look like Barry Sanders.
Well, the passing game too. I mean, his DBs and safeties are running around like a
chicken with their
head cut off back there. There is no rhyme or reason to the coverage.
They make any receiver look like Jerry Rice.
Mm-hmm. It's terrible.
I mean, it's just a mess. But Miami.
Congrats to the Dolphins. The Dolphins
look very good.
When Tua is not dying, they look really good.
When they protect Tua, he can really play football.
He can really play football. And when you got Tyreek Hill and Waddle's coming along really, really well. Probably got the best touchdown dance in the NFL right now. Yep. He does the penguin or the Waddle, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty funny.
That is pretty funny. So
the Dolphins are riding high at 7-3.
Yes, they are. And now they lead their division with the Bills' loss. How about that?
That early season win against Buffalo really mattered.
Dolphins are in first place above
Buffalo. And the Jets.
And the Jets.
Talk about the surprise division of the year so far.
That is a surprise division, yeah. We had the Texans at the Giants. Probably
Saquon Barkley once again flexes his muscles again.
And the quarterback Jones, it was a fantastic game.
Yep.
The head coach
Brian Daboll, he's brought a winning culture to the Giants.
He has brought a winning culture. The team looks more confident. They're more sound. They believe in each other. The Giants may do a little damage in the playoffs also. And I would not have said that at the first part of the year.
The strength of the Giants is Saquon Barkley and the defense.
Yep. And the head coach.
And when you have a good head coach, you've got a good running back and a good defense, It's been proven time and time again.
You can win Super Bowls with that formula really, really
The
easily.
Giants have a winning formula. If they
Ravens,
play in the
Ravens,
postseason.
the Ravens and the Buccaneers are two in the past. I can tell you right off the top of my head. It's hard to remember who their quarterback was, Trent Dilfer, but they had such a great running game and such a great defense. That's what all you needed. So that is a great formula. But Daniel Jones was looking pretty good, though. I mean, he wasn't looking bad. That might have been his best game.
Yeah,
It was a really good, crisp game. We had the Saints at the Steelers.
T.J. Watt came back and he made a difference.
He made a difference, yeah. And the Saints are continuing to
Completely peter out of
yeah,
relevance.
they're petered out.
And
They
Dennis
need
Allen,
they need a quarterback.
Dennis Allen, once again, I feel like he's over his head as a head coach. He's been the longtime defensive coordinator under Sean Payton, and it just looks like it doesn't work out.
Well, imagine taking over the offense, but you don't have any offensive players. I mean, they got Kamara,
They got Kamara.
they got Callaway.
They had Michael Thomas for one brief period before he went out with an injury.
Michael Thomas plays 32 seconds every year and makes $5 million. I don't understand why he is still on the team. I really don't understand. How many years has he done this in a row? Is this 3 now?
I think so.
3 years in a row, he plays 3 quarters, and then he's out for the rest of the year.
Gosh.
I don't understand why you don't just go, thanks, buddy, and spend your money somewhere else. You had the Colts at the Raiders.
Jeff Saturday is the main point we want to make in this one because
Saturday happened on Sunday.
Saturday came a day late.
Oh my goodness! This is the Raiders are in trouble.
Josh McDaniels is a absolute moron as a head coach.
He
Let me tell you that.
is bad. The funny thing is Jeff Saturday was a commentator like 2 weeks before this, and he commentated
And they
like,
called the Raiders terrible.
He tweeted out, "Man, the Raiders are terrible." And then 2 weeks later, he came off the couch and head coached and beat them.
That is stinker material.
That is something else, man. That is something.
When he comes off the couch and proves that you're awful.
Did you see the meme to where they said that all the Raiders opponents that they should bring somebody off the couch each week to take them on and beat Josh McDaniels with a couch potato every week?
Talk about a snake oil salesman.
Yeah, and the head coach was like, "No, we're going to stick with our guy. Rome wasn't built in a day."
He's as delusional as the head coach is.
Yeah,
if he can't see the bigger picture.
Well, something is wrong. You have to admit, he has to admit there something is not right. You break down the formula of what's not right. The tight end? No, we got a pretty good tight end. Wide receiver
is not an issue.
No, we got a pretty good wide receiver.
Quarterback is not an issue.
Running back?
That's not an issue.
No, we got it pretty. Then what's the problem? It's the head coach. You got all the talent. You're doing
if you're
nothing.
Say,
you're doing nothing.
If you're gonna say Rome wasn't built in another day, give him another year. Let me tell you one thing about that, Mr. Mark Davis. What if you took a drink of a beverage? Let's just say Beverly, for example.
Oh, that's a horrible drink.
If you took a drink of that, you don't have to keep drinking if it tastes bad. You can
if
spit
it's
it
bad,
out.
it's bad.
You don't give it another year to let it taste better.
No.
If it stinks right away.
If you take a bite of spoiled food, you don't have to keep eating it. It's bad. and Daniels is
terrible.
He's bad. You don't have to keep eating. It's gone.
You know how bad McDaniels is? You saw Derek Carr's in the post-game press conference.
Yeah, he was about to break out in tears because they suck so bad.
I put that ultimately on it. Put a dart right in the middle of the board.
How can you get the brand new stadium? You bring in Devontae Adams, and you're worse
That's gotta
than
be
you
the
were
coach.
last year.
That's gotta be the coach.
Yeah. We had the Cowboys at the Packers. Then the Cowboys being the Cowboys.
Well, Dad, I think you pretty much put this together piece by piece as it went by. You knew.
I knew exactly what it was. It was a script. Kellen Moore is another one of those 4 coordinators that suck that are in the NFL. He's the offensive coordinator for the Cowboys, and I knew they were going to lose. I mean, they were up 14 points
I think
going
Mike
into the
McCarthy
fourth
has
quarter.
A part in this too. Some of the bad clock management.
There was bad clock management, bad play calling. There was bad it was just the Cowboys are the Cowboys. And I'm a huge Cowboy. I'm a Cowboys fan. Cowboys are my favorite team. But I've come to the point to where I'm numb to it. It is what it is, and I'm not going to pay much attention to the Cowboys until they do something. Right now, it's a 9-win season, 10-win season, 8-win season. They lose in the first round. Next year, we'll try it again. And that's all the Cowboys are right now. Sad, but that's what it is. I got the Cardinals at the Rams.
The Rams
are officially
cooked.
They are next week's turkey.
And Matthew Stafford getting injured does not help.
No.
Before the game, and
they still suck though.
Kyler Murray also did not play in this game.
That's what the Cardinals won. Oh man, that was bad.
No Cooper Kupp either for the next couple of weeks.
Cooper Kupp, that's what's going to really hurt the high ankle sprain, and he's going to need surgery. So he is IR.
He was the whole offense for you.
He was the only person that came up that was open on that team to catch a pass. Was Cooper Kupp. Who are they going to throw to now?
Allen Robinson.
Who? Exactly. Who? They are done, son. They may get one of the first time 5 pick. What's the last time a Super Bowl champion picked first in the draft the next year? They're that bad. We had the Chargers at the 49ers.
Brandon Stale piece of bread.
Yeah, I think the Chargers head coach. I had high hopes for him.
He's become a stale. You know that piece of bread that you lay out there for like a long time and it gets stiff?
Yeah.
And like cardboardy and it gets all cracked up and all that.
Yeah. Well, you make a sandwich and you forget you made it and you leave it laying there for like 3 or 4 hours and you come back and it's just really not the same. It doesn't look as good. It doesn't taste as good. Just ain't as good. Yeah. That's what the Chargers are to me.
They got a bunch.
They're like a stale sandwich.
I mean,
it's made out of the bread should be the meat, the cheese, delicious. But I don't know. It's stale now. It's old. It just ain't working. That's what the Chargers are. Chargers got all the talent in the world,
and the head coach wastes it with stupid play calling and bad clock management.
How about the AFC West? We thought was going to be the powerhouse, and 2 of the teams can't get out of their way.
You mean 3?
3 if you count the Broncos. Yeah.
Is
it bad though that I think of the Broncos as maybe better than those 2? And they got less talent. They got a third of the talent. I don't know. But anyways, the 49ers
got a big win. Christian McCaffrey making a difference.
C-Mac may take them deeper into the playoffs than what they were going to. He definitely will, yeah. Monday night, we had the Washington Commanders taking on the undefeated Eagles.
Undefeated no more.
No, undefeated no more. Heineke popped open a keg there, didn't he?
Heineken.
Yeah, Heineken.
Take here's a drink of Heineken, Eagle fans.
Yeah. Man, that was one. I don't know what it was, but man, that's the best the Commanders or the Dubs have looked in a long time. They just gelled together and played the perfect game.
Do you want me to
Passing
tell you the
was
record?
Crisp. Everything was crisp.
What was it? Tell you the record of Taylor Heineke as the
quarterback,
starting quarterback.
What is it?
3-1.
3-1.
Carson Wentz during his 4 starts was 1-3.
Well, there you go. Got some fresh. But did you see that the players gave him the gold chain treatment on the airplane, like they did Kirk Cousins?
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, had him sitting with the chains all over him and everything. That was funny. Well, that's it. That is our recap of Week 10. Now it's time for our
dumpster fire of the week. Dumpster fire of the week.
Yeah. And the dumpster fire is?
The Raiders organization.
It's a repeat. Man, the Raiders, goodness gracious.
Not just the
organization, everything, the coach, they have got
to clean the house.
Arguably one of the most talented rosters in the league.
And you can't win 3 games.
And there was a guy just come off his couch that had
Jeff Saturday.
Jeff Saturday hadn't coached Little League before. He hadn't even coached 12 years old.
He comes off the couch and coaches the Colts to a win.
And he pulls one of the offensive guys and puts him in the booth as the coordinator that never coordinated the offense before. And they beat you.
That's like trying to get a little league. That's like the equivalent of having a little league coach beaten you
In your own house.
in the Raiders stadium.
In the Raider Stadium.
Josh
Somebody came
McDaniels
off their
is
couch
terrible.
and brought in another guy off their couch to call the plays, and they beat you.
But Josh McDaniels, if this isn't proof that Josh McDaniels is a terrible coach, then I don't know what is. If you look at him on the sidelines, it looks like he doesn't even care.
It looks like he doesn't care. I said, they need to do just exactly what the team that just beat them did. Fire the head coach, get him out of there. Bring in somebody with a little energy, somebody that cares a little bit about the team.
I mean, even when they're losing, do you see him make a single expression?
No.
Do you see him getting in their faces to play better? Do you see
No,
him...
coach him up, talk to him, something. Just, do a press conference and mean something. I don't know.
And Mark Davis, the owner, became a big clown by defending him.
Yeah, Rome
And
wasn't
the
built in a
team's
day.
play.
No. It burned down in a day, though. Rome wasn't built in a day, but you can burn it down in a day. I don't know.
The whole organization is just a
It's
disaster.
got worse. You brought in more talent, and you've got worse.
They failed Derek Carr.
Yeah, Derek Carr is not a bad quarterback. He's just as good as Heineke or Cousins is, and they're 7-1. He's just as good as Daniel Jones,
Who's 7-3 or
7-2. 7-2. He's just as good as any of those quarterbacks. What's the difference?
Coaching.
They got more talent than any of those teams. Maybe the Vikings might be. That's a great comparison. The Vikings, they're on par with the same talent.
But they got a better head coach.
They both got fantastic wide receivers.
Great
both
running
got
backs.
good running backs.
Good
Both
tight
got good
ends.
tight ends. Both got
Good
pretty
level
good
quarterbacks.
good level quarterbacks. And the Raiders have how many wins?
2.
2.
And the Vikings,
The Vikings have how many?
8.
8.
That's coaching. Kevin O'Connell.
You tell me
cares about
that
his
ain't
job.
Coaching?
Kevin O'Connell cares about his job. That's
That
the
is
difference.
coaching and play calling. That's all that is. You can say what you want to. Blah 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 blah. Rome wasn't built today. Blah blah blah. It's the coaching. That's all it is.
And Josh McDaniels, I might repeat myself, but I think it needs to be repeated. Snake oil salesman.
He's a snake oil salesman.
Don't trust anything he sells.
He was the head coach of the Broncos back when they sucked. Belichick took him in. He was a coordinator for Brady. Brady made him look okay. And then they brought him back out, and he was just as bad or worse than he was when he was with the Broncos.
Yep.
He is not head coach material.
And the sideline proves it.
That proves it. Yeah, he's just not there. All right, let's go ahead and jump into our Week 11 predictions. We got the Titans at the Packers on Thursday. That's a pretty good game.
Todd Downing versus Aaron Rodgers.
Yep. Green Bay Green Bay's actually favored by 3. I'm gonna take the Titans. I don't trust him anymore. I don't trust Todd Downing, but I don't trust the Packers.
But they got to use Derrick Henry, right?
Yes.
Right?
Todd, come on, Todd. Please don't run a flea flicker option with your backup tight end. Please don't.
I bet you he's got it
Don't.
somewhere in there.
I mean, you know he's got that somewhere in his playbook. I know he does, but please don't. Just please don't.
Give us a Thanksgiving treat.
Don't do it. Oh gosh. But I'm gonna take the Titans plus
Derrick
3.
Henry's the reason.
Yeah, we got the Panthers at the Ravens. This should be a Ravens huge win.
This is for the future of the franchise.
Mayfield is back this week. They're actually going to bring Mayfield back and let him actually play this week, aren't they?
Yep.
Honestly, the Ravens are favored by 13. I'm going to probably take the Panthers plus 13, though.
That's too large.
That's too many points. I mean, it might be a 7 to 10 point game, but I don't really think it gets more than that. We got the Bears at the Falcons. Oh, my.
This is a toss-up.
Falcons are favored by 3. I'm feeling the Bears again. I don't feel the Falcons. Falcons are favored by 3. I think Justin Fields has another huge game.
Well,
if they can score 30 points,
runner.
Yeah, he's honestly been QB1 for what? 4 weeks in a row
Maybe
now.
4.
I think he's been the QB1 for 4 weeks in a row now. So we'll take a little Bears plus 3. Hey, we're taking some pluses this week. We've got plus. We've picked 3 dogs. Titans plus 3, Panthers plus 13, Bears plus 3. Are we going to take anybody as favorites? Browns at the Bills? Yes, we are.
Can you think of a worse matchup?
Now, Bills are favored by 8. I think it's going to be
Josh Allen
This
plus
is the 13-point game. Josh Allen at home, coming off of a loss, playing against
Joe Woods.
maybe the worst defense in the league as far as pass defense goes. This is 37-13 type game. This may be 20 points. This is going to be ugly.
Let me tell you one thing. Josh Allen plus Stephon Diggs against Joe Woods. I mean, when you look at that,
Stephon Diggs may get 3 touchdown passes. It may be
I
that
feel
bad.
so bad for my sister because she's a Browns fan.
Yeah.
And then she has to deal with the Joe Woods.
Yes. We had the Eagles at the Colts. Philly should take care of that one.
The feel-good story for Jeff Saturday.
Again, you don't know how the Colts are going to come out. This game scares me a little bit. The line's 7. I don't know about that because you don't know how this team, they won game 1 with Jeff Saturday. Did that make them rally even more? Will they play even harder? Did they practice a little bit better?
Will he win out and become the permanent head coach?
I don't know. I don't think they beat Philly. I don't think Philly loses 2 in a row, but how close will it be? Logically, you take the Eagles -7 because the Eagles coming off of a loss, but they are on the road. They're at Indy. So we take Eagles -7, but question mark that one. Jets at the Patriots.
Jets looking to get over that boogeyman of the Patriots.
They lost the last game to the Patriots, so this is round 2.
They lost a lot to the Patriots.
Then
they need that win.
I think this is a game. We're taking all kind of dogs this week. +3 with the Jets. I think the Jets go in there.
Jets.
Jets. I think they go in there and they exercise the demons. We got the Rams at the Saints.
I'm gonna pick New Orleans.
3-6 versus 3-7. Yeah, and they got Matthew Stafford banged up if he's back. Cooper Kupp is out. There's no Rams left. There is no Rams.
Even if the defense tries to help them, the offense won't do anything.
No, we got the Saints -3.5 there. Lions at the Giants.
Should be a Giants win.
Should be a Giants. Giants are favored by 3.
Giants are home against a bad defensive team.
Yeah. And the Giants are really looking good under that new head coach, man. Got the Commanders at the Texans.
Commanders should.
Yeah, they're -3.
They
should
win.
command it. We command you to move out of the way. They should actually win this one, yeah. Heineke's...
If he starts...
Look up his story and his road to where he's at now. It's actually pretty cool, too. He was the backup. He was sleeping on his sister's couch type story. It's pretty cool. Raiders at the Broncos. Who cares?
I mean, can you look at this wonderful coaching matchup we got? Nathaniel Hackett. Sorry. Sorry.
Hackett.
I think that was appropriate.
Yeah, just a little Freudian slip there.
It's Josh the Joke McDaniels.
Josh the Joke. 2-7 versus 3-6. There's only 5 wins in 18 games between the two of these. They're 5-13 combined.
I just kind of want to watch to see how bad they screw this up.
Honestly, I'm hoping for the Raiders. I'm hoping for Derek Carr. Of course, I like Russell Wilson too. But I'm hoping for Derek Carr. Man, Derek Carr deserves a win.
He has such a rough year.
Just been his whole career. He's been battered with bad coaches and bad management. And I really feel sorry for the dude. I do. We got the Cowboys at the Vikings. Game of the week, maybe.
Oh, that could be nice. Your Cowboys playing against the team that leads their division.
Dallas is favored by 1.5. There is no way the Cowboys beat the Vikings.
They're in Minnesota.
They're in Minnesota, yeah. I mean, the Cowboys might be up by 14, but they're not going to win. I mean, I have zero confidence in the Cowboys to beat anybody that has a winning record.
Even with Dan Quinn?
Dan Quinn's defense will keep it close, but no, their offense is so inconsistently horrible with Kellen Moore in there that, I mean, it's done. They're on the verge of they're bad, dude. They got all the talent in the world, too, and can't pull their, you know what I'm saying? They're bad.
But
Bengals,
they're 6-3, but they're bad. That's the high watermark for bad.
They're 6-3, and a backup quarterback won 4 of those games.
So you're saying Dak sucks?
No, I'm saying the head coaching sucks. They can't do anything with the talent.
The head coach sucks.
Sucks. The head coach sucks. The offensive coordinator sucks. The owner is a moron. The Cowboy fans coming out in me. Bengals at the Steelers. Steelers coming off of a win. The Bengals need this win. I think the Bengals take it. The Bengals are favored by 4. We got the Chiefs at the Chargers.
Chiefs should. I want to put this on put this print down.
Yeah.
Chiefs win.
Yeah, the line's 5.5. I think Kansas City wins by 7 plus
drop
points.
The Chargers to 500.
Yeah. And then Monday Night Football. We got a decent one. 49ers at the Cardinals. 49ers are favored by 8. I think they probably.
I think the 49ers win.
Yeah, 24-10, 24-13 type game. Well, that's it. That is our recap of Week 10 and our picks for Week 11, plus the little dumpster fire there just burning bad in the Vegas area. We hope you had a little fun. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think, who your favorite team is, what's going on.
Send us a comment down below and see if we got anything wrong or if you...
Yeah, let us know what you think. If we got anything wrong, we got anything right, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button.
Groovy baby button.
Hit the groovy baby button, and we'll see you next week for some more NFL.
See you next week.